Hi, and welcome to week 2. I hope you're doing great. This is the week that most people are secretly waiting for. They're either excited about it because they can't wait to start moving forward on the show, or they're a little bit afraid because it's hard to kill some of the things that you used to do that you love. Now, if week 1 was about seeing the show clearly, week 2 is about creating space. And space is where momentum comes from. Before we go any further, we're going to set a couple of rules for this week because it matters. Really, there's just one rule. This is subtraction only. We're not adding any new features, no new games, no rebrands, no new positioning statements, no clever upgrades, no reframing, no content adjustments. It's one thing, subtraction week. If you catch yourself thinking, what if we also added something? Stop. That's week 3. This is about removing what's quietly dragging the show down. It's the same way you might clean out your garage or your attic, or just getting rid of all the clutter that starts building up around the house. Here's why it matters more than people think. Most shows don't fail because they lack good ideas. They fail because they're carrying too much. Too many segments, too many habits, too many things that once made sense but no longer earn their airtime. And I understand how it gets that way. You think that if I just did a little bit more, if I gave the audience something else, if I could do something extra, if I take this idea and put it on, the show will be better. They'll have more to choose from. Well, over time, that weight adds up. The show starts feeling longer than it is. Decisions are harder than they should be. You have more to prepare for each day, and you can't possibly prepare as deep or as well trying to do that many things. The audience doesn't understand that many things. The energy then starts to drop, not because you're tired, but because the structure is cluttered. It starts feeling heavy. It's like looking for something in your garage and you know it's in there, but you can't find it because of all the junk you've got there. Well, we're going to fix that. Week 2 is about fixing those problems. And this is about being ruthless and honest. You're going to have to be objective. And this is where you might want to get some help too. Now, you'll notice that this entire week is designed to feel contained. You're not gutting the show. You're not starting over. You're identifying what doesn't serve the listener or the flow of your show and your brand anymore. And you're going to let it go. You're going to get rid of it. Yeah, might feel uncomfortable at times. You're going to have to make some hard decisions. When you remove familiar content, you're going to feel exposed, almost like you're naked. You're not doing as much. Well, that's normal. Doesn't mean you made the wrong choice. It means that you created room and you're giving the show something new to come in. You're going to give it a chance to breathe. This week breaks down into 3 simple steps. Number 1, we're going to dump the junk. This is where you identify the content that is weak, maybe it's stale or it's redundant or it simply doesn't deliver on its promise anymore. It's not because it's bad, it's because it's no longer necessary. Now, as you go through step 1, make sure that you're not just keeping it because you like it. You got to focus on what the audience thinks about it. And you're not going to get rid of it because you're tired of it. It's about the audience, and you took care of that in week 1. Second, step 2, you're going to streamline your presentation. And this is where it's going to start feeling a little bit awkward because when you start taking off all the things that are cluttering up your show, you're not going to be as busy. There's not going to be as much happening, and you're going to have a natural tendency of wanting to do something new. Often the problem isn't the content itself, it's how long it takes or how it's framed or how often it appears. And tightening can dramatically improve the pacing without removing anything meaningful. So step 2, I'm going to tighten everything up. And third, you're going to take some time to adjust to the new baseline. Now, we have this organized in weeks. If you need more than a full week for week 2 to adjust to your new baseline and start feeling comfortable and confident by doing fewer things, take a little bit more time. But we want you to move through the process as quickly as you can and stay on track as much as you can. Just make sure that you're doing all of these in the right order and taking the amount of time that you need to do it thoroughly. Now, once things are removed or tightened, the show's going to feel very different. This step is about resisting the urge to immediately fill the space. And that's why I want you to get comfortable and confident with it. So let the new version of the show exist for just a minute before you react to it. The pause is important. Now, one more thing before you get started on week 2. This week works best when decisions are made through the lens you created in week 1. That one-page diagnosis, your hypothesis, that's your guide. If something doesn't support your priorities, it becomes easier to let it go. So it's really important that you review that hypothesis, review that diagnosis from week 1, have it firmly in mind as you're making decisions in week 2. Also remember, this isn't permanent. Nothing in this process is. It's an ongoing process. You're not sentencing yourself to a lifetime with the changes that you make this week. You're testing some things. By the end of this week, most shows report the same feeling. They feel better. The show feels lighter. The pace improves. Confidence actually goes up because you've got a command over all the things that are already on the air, that are still on the air. Your confidence doesn't go down, it goes up because you feel better about everything that you're doing. That's the signal that you're on the right track. So take this week seriously, but again, don't dramatize it. Take out the things that are weak, tighten up or repair the things that are good, but they're not shining, and resist the urge to add anything new. So when you're ready, start with step 1. Dump the junk and trust the process.